Hi everyone, Rob, MaximumRD here, and I'd like to share this little story with you just as a word of caution and warning to always be careful when shopping online. First, let me make it very clear. Typically, I'm very careful when shopping online. I tend to read a lot of reviews and going by customer reviews, people who have actually purchased a product, as opposed to the company hyping it. Also, I've learned a couple times in the past that when I use PayPal, it defaults to my bank account, which, wouldn't be much of a problem, but typically I keep very little in my bank account, at least the account that's on my PayPal account, and I usually have to manually select the option for PayPal to draw the money off of my credit card instead of my bank account. And no, I have not been able to find a way to make my credit card my default funding source. But anyways, my point being that I learned the hard way after a couple items that I bought. The PayPal charge drew upon my bank account, and I didn't have the money in there to cover it, and got hit by a non-sufficient funds charge, and then there's always like this extra charge. Long story short, it ends up costing me like $40 with a screw up like that. So yeah, I learned that. I made that mistake a couple times, and needless to say, I'm very, very careful whenever I make a PayPal payment. I'm sure to tell them to charge my credit card and not my bank account. But anyways, so yeah, I tend to be pretty careful when I'm shopping online. Even, eBay transactions, I'll only buy off somebody who's got a very good reputation. And also, Atari Age, you guys know I get a lot of great deals on Atari Age. But unless the person who's selling, I typically want to see a lot of pictures from them of the actual item. And if not, then I want to be assured that they've been on the site for some time and that they actually have several good recommendations and feedback from other users who have dealt with them in the past. All what many of you would consider common sense, but then again, I've heard of a lot of people getting ripped off and not receiving things that they bought, and after reviewing their situation and seeing, the supplier they bought from had very poor ratings and very poor feedback, and I'm like, well, why did you buy from that person? So I mean, it's a buyer beware market when you're dealing with transactions online, so I can't stress that enough. But the other side of being careful when you purchase online is just being careful yourself, like not so much a mistake that you can lose money or not receive your item, but just in fact what you're actually receiving is what you think it is. And my example in this case, well, let me start by saying, for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge, major survival horror fan. And, quite some time ago, I was very, very interested in a game that was being developed called Alan Wake. It looked really cool. It looked to have great graphics and a nice atmosphere and story. Like a Silent Rain type of thing, but, something different. Silent Rain? Silent Rain. I mean, Silent Hill. I'm crossing Silent Hill and Chocolate Rain now. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, yeah, so I just thought the game looked great, and I didn't have a 360, but I knew apparently they were developing it for the PC, and having a, pretty decent PC, if I do say so myself, I was really excited knowing that I could pick it up for my PC until one day, of course, as I was researching more information and looking for more little peeks at the gameplay, etc., the developers announced that they had in fact canceled any and all development on the PC version. I was not a happy camper. But recently I thought to myself, well, a lot of you guys, you seem to get some great deals, like from Amazon and other sources online. So I thought to myself, well, what I'll do is, I don't currently own a 360 because I typically don't get the latest generation. I have dozens, as you know, multiple consoles and computers and handhelds, all from previous generations. That's the way I typically like to do it. Now, some of you might think, well, do you kind of miss out if you miss out on the online experience and things like that? But I could care less. I'm not an online player. I have no interest in online playing or MMOs or any of that type of thing. I'm more of the, one-on-one gaming experience, just me against the AI, unraveling a mystery, working my way through a story. So again, this is why I'm a big fan of games like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and I was hoping Alan Wake. And so I decided, well, what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and order, if I find a really cheap copy, I'll order a copy of Alan Wake for, the 360. So I went on to Amazon. Well, I went to Amazon.ca, being in Canada, I figure I'll save on shipping. And, I did some searching, and I found, obviously, multiple sources and copies of Alan Wake. And I thought, awesome, this is good. And I was looking, price is still pretty high, $30, $40, whatever. And then, I said, well, it can be used. I don't care if it's used. It doesn't have to be new. So I went through the links, and then I listed them by price. And I found, oh, wow, a really cheap one. It was like $4 and change. And even with like the 5-something shipping, basically it was like $10, just a tiny bit over $10 shipped. And I figure, well, for a used copy with, completely intact, yeah, I'll buy it and I'll hold on to it, and when the next Microsoft console comes out, or it's replaced by whatever new technology, the Xbox 740 or whatever, then I'll go ahead and pick up a closeout deal on a 360 Slim, or either that or some other nice package or bundle that I could find. Generally, when the next generation comes out, people just, they go in a panic and they're trying to sell off their old equipment as soon as they can. So usually I could pick up a system, a ton of accessories, and a ton of games to go, all in perfect working order for far less than what I would have paid just for the console brand new. And that's the way I like to do it. So, as I'm playing all these games that were out a few years ago, it's all new to me, and it's just as exciting to me. But anyway, so yeah, I found it, and I found this used copy, and I thought, wow, that's a great deal, under $10 shipped. And I clicked it, and I was really happy, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll have my Xbox 360 copy of Alan Wake, so whatever time down the line when I finally get a hold of a 360, I'll have that game and I'll be able to enjoy it. And yeah, I thought, oh, this is great, it's coming, no problem. And checked on my order and saw, oh yeah, it'll be shipped here within a couple more days. And I was, looking at my order, reviewing it, and I was just, all excited. And I thought, looking at it, and I was like, really? No, can't be. Oh, crap. And then it hit me. I realized this big mistake that I had made, and I thought to myself, how did I make this mistake? And I'll tell you, like, I saw the icon, I saw the pictures representing what I was ordering, and you know, I just don't know. This is why I explain it as a brain fart. That's my my wording for it. Brain fart. Okay, because I got what I ordered today, and it is indeed Alan Wake. And well, I don't know what else to say except to show you. I received my perfect condition copy, excellent packaging, ready to go version of Alan Wake, the novel. Alan Wake, the book. Yes, a novel based on the new psychological thriller video game. Ah, okay. Now, I'm one of those people that, you know, I guess somewhere during the process, well, it was already being shipped to me, so I guess my only recourse at that point was to, you know, return it and ask for a refund or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just one of those people. First of all, okay, 10 bucks brand new, shipped to my door. And my thing is, you know, I don't blame other people. When I make a mistake for something, I accept the consequences. So I was like, you know, it's not the person's fault who shipped it. They did in fact, you know, display it properly and advertise it correctly. And I don't know what happened where my brain must have fluctuated and I saw all these cases for the 360 box, but for some reason I clicked on this. And looking back on the description, this was what was displayed. So it's nobody's fault but my own. And I guess I'm kind of the person that when I make a mistake, I own up to it. I accept the consequences. And I just, you know, I guess in a way, you know, I'm kind of punishing myself because I deserve it. I done messed up. So I am the proud owner of Alan Wake, the novel. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just, you know, maybe I'll read it, you know, prep me for it and check it out because, you know, it'll probably be some time before I actually have a 360 and an actual copy of the game, Alan Wake. But then I thought to myself, well, you know, I checked the reviews online and pretty much the overall reaction is, it's a novelization of the game. Nothing more, nothing less. Doesn't really offer up anything new. It's basically the game in novel form. And I kind of thought to myself, well, do I really want to read through this entire story and then go play the game? Because, you know, this is like, you know, probably a complete spoiler alert if I do that, right? So I got a feeling this new copy, this new book, will sit on my shelf for I don't know how long. Probably until the day comes that I get a 360 and a copy of the game Alan Wake and I've played it through. And maybe after I've done that and you know, I feel that I've enjoyed the game thoroughly, then maybe I'll look back and read through this and who knows, maybe at that point I'll discover something that I didn't in the game or, you know, I'll find another path I could have taken or something like that. But anyway, that's my story. Be careful ordering online, look at all the details, and remember folks, a lot of games today they actually have novelizations, so make sure you're getting the game and not the book. And vice versa. If you want the book, you know, don't accidentally order the game. So that's my brain fart story for the day. Thanks for watching. Rob MaximumRD out. Until next time. And Alan Wake, one day I will play you.